we got two confirmations here. Break the law, the penalty is death. Read 17.
Whoever curses father or mother shall be put to death.
Have any of you ever cursed your mother and father? Be honest now. Death. Good, all right. We're confirming what Paul says here. Let's skip ahead. Let's see. Look at 22 verse 1. Can you read 22 verse 1?
When people who are fighting injure a pregnant woman so that there is a miscarriage, and yet no further harm follows, the one responsible shall be fined what the
Wait, what version of the Bible are you reading?
You said 21, right?
22 verse 1.
Oh, sorry, 22 verse 1. No, you said read verse 22.
That's all right.
When someone steals an ox or a sheep and slaughters it or sells it, the thief shall pay 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep.
All right, so if you steal an ox or a sheep, the penalty is death, right? Wait, what's the penalty?
You have to give them back.
Oh, there's repayment? Oh, well shoot. Well, maybe that's an exception. Maybe Paul didn't notice that one. How about verse 2? No, sorry. There's confusing verses here. Look at verse 5.
When someone causes a field or a vineyard to be grazed over, or lets livestock used to graze in someone else's field, restitution shall be paid from the best in the owner's field or vineyard.
All right, so if your cows get into the neighbor's field and they eat your neighbor's crops, the penalty is death, right? Oh, what's the penalty? Oh, crap, there's no more restitution. Okay, let's see. Verse 6. When fire breaks out and catches in thorns so that the stacked grain or the standing grain or the field is consumed, the one who set the fire dies. Oh, no, wait. It says make full restitution. Well, crap. Why does Paul say that the penalty for not following the law perfectly is death if that's not what the law says? I'm not going to call him a liar, but said this. Paul makes up his key assumption. The idea that you as a Jew have to follow the law perfectly or you deserve death is something that Paul makes up. Jews in the first century would not have said this. Pharisees would not have said this. The people who wrote the law would not have said this. Nobody said this before Paul. This idea, which is crucial to his argument, his whole argument falls apart if you don't buy into this assumption, but it's one that's new with Paul. Nobody would have said this before Paul. Which I think is an important thing to point out, because one thing that happens from Christians reading Paul is that they assume that Judaism is this all or nothing, like either you follow the law perfectly or you die, and that's a distortion of ancient Judaism. Ancient Jews didn't say anything of the sort, and in fact modern Jews don't say anything of the sort. So this is a caricature of Judaism, which is in fact a distortion of Judaism.